Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Warrior's Wagon, and today we're getting the go-kart running. We decided we want to get this go-kart running, and that means we have one day. And unfortunately, we couldn't have picked a worse day because it's actually pouring rain outside, which means we can't even go outside. And we have a lot of problems to fix on that thing. Such as these pedals, very sloppy. They don't stay in place. This floor pan moves around way too much. Also, steering right here, very sloppy. We don't have an engine, so we gotta get that fixed. And lastly, this brake right here, I made this last week. I laid it down flat because I thought it would be fine, but it's looking like it's not going to have enough ground clearance, so I actually need to flip that over to the top, unfortunately. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to get to this. I'm going to flip that brake first real quick, and then we're going to get to work on these pedals. Let's do it. And while I work on that, Colin's working on the engine upstairs. He's going to get that done, and we're going to throw it on the go-kart. So let's do it. Hold that pedal straight up. Alright, that was probably like 2 seconds for you guys, but I got the brakes relocated, but I actually had to make an all new bracket for this brake. I actually did this piece off camera, this little bracket to move them back and forth. If you look right there, now we've got a little bracket to compress that master cylinder. I need to fix something up here. Now I'm going to work on the pedals. I got to do pedal return springs, and then I got to make the pedals so that they can accept the engine, throttle, and brake pedals. So, get that done. Floor pan's back on and a lot more solid. These welds turned out really bad, but I'll clean them up when we go to paint this thing at some point. Time to move on to the motor mount.
Go.
Well, I was welding away with my flux core. It got a little gunked up and I need a new tip. I don't have a new tip though, so I'm going to leave it welded as much as it is right now. It's going to be plenty strong. We're going to put the engine on, and it doesn't look like we're going to get the clutch today, so I don't know if we're going to be able to drive it yet, but we'll see. Go ahead and grab it.
Neat.
Get those bolts up from the bottom.
You gotta cleanse the area.
Yes. Thank you. Anyway, we got the engine set on here. It's not bolted down because we have bolts that are too long. So we're gonna make sure this thing runs though. So we're gonna gas it up. And here's everyone's gonna have to brace their ears because I have a feeling this thing's gonna be loud. I wouldn't put a bunch of gas in there though. That's probably fun. Bolt through it. Oh, here's my knuckle. Good. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm not slightly worried about it.
loud.
I love that smell.
Get featured.
Alright, that should be enough. That's good.
That is.
Okay, we need a muffler really bad.
Yeah.
That thing's really loud.
Babe, what you gotta say?
That was awesome. We realized a few things. We're gonna have to finish this tomorrow because number one, axle is too narrow, so the rear wheels actually hit on the brake and the engine because the engine is really big and the brake is in a weird spot. So eventually we're gonna have to get a wider axle. And the second problem is that we just need more hardware. So we're going to get back at it tomorrow. But for now, we're gonna run the back wheels on the front and the front wheels on the back just to get it driving. Till we get a longer axle, then we'll get the right wheels in the right spot. So we'll get back at you tomorrow. All right, it's the next day now. I'm waiting on Colin. He's about to come downstairs, but I'm gonna get started on getting this gear in right here and getting it where it needs to be so that we can get this thing to drive, baby. So I gotta drop the axle and do all that. So. Colin's sad.
Doing research.
We made an unfortunate discovery here. Hand me that little bit of chain right here. We, because we've never built a go-kart before, forgot to think about the fact that, whoops, come on. This chain doesn't work with this gear right here because these are different types of gears. In hindsight, we probably should have thought about that, but it is what it is. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get everything as far as we can to the point where the only thing that we have to do to this is put that gear on, and then we can rip this thing in the next video. So let's do it. We're going to bleed the brakes. We're going to take it to the hardware store and get all the hardware sorted out.
We just need a few washers and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. That's
And
pretty
then
much it, though.
in the next video we should be able to just have fun with it. So
Hopefully we can race.
Can you pour some brake fluid up in the tub? All over my hands. Literally everywhere. Thanks, dude. You wouldn't have done any better.
First time I did a good job. You gotta move it. Alright, it's good.
flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. Hell yeah.